Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. So today I bring you guys loot from 10 hours of Vet'ion. This is my first ever Vet'ion video, so I'm extra excited about this, similar to the Zamorak one. And the goal for this video is to make as much money as possible in a time span of 10 hours and hopefully receive the Vet'ion pet. Believe it or not, through all of my wilderness loot videos, and God, there's a lot of them, I still have no pet to show for it, so maybe we can change that today. The gear, the inventory, and the strategy for this one was all very simple, but before we get into all that, we do have some quick words from our new sponsor today, War Planet Online. War Planet Online is a massive multiplayer online strategy game available on mobile, PC, and Mac, Microsoft Store, Steam, and the App Store. Now in this game, you can adapt your tactics, recruit commanders, and order your army to battle and combat against both other players and AI troops, because war is always evolving. My favorite part about this game is that you can conquer cities like New York, Paris, and Tokyo, and at the same time, you can be playing against players from all around the world. Now, those players can either become part of your alliance or they can become your next targets. Just depends on your preference. And right now, War Planet Online is celebrating the 40th anniversary of Rambo First Blood by including Rambo. John Rambo is joining War Planet Online on a special mission to guide the players through the secrets of warfare, lead the way through the First Blood chain event operation, and help the players become a one-man army. For a limited time, Rambo will create a truly captivating and explosive experience for everyone. And I mean, who doesn't love John Rambo? You know, I personally love Sylvester Stallone. It's amazing that since 1982 up until now, it is still more popular than ever. I also forgot to mention that War Planet Online is giving away 40 vouchers. The first 40 players who download the game now and reach level 10 in the game till November 10th will win a $100 Amazon e-gift card. And you can expect the winners to be announced on November 25th, and you'll be contacted in-game additionally. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on that special link, or you can scan my QR code and get 4,000 army units, T1, and 4,000 medals to help kickstart your game. You guys don't want to miss out on this one, and truly a huge thank you to Gameloft for sponsoring today's video. Alright, and with that being said, back to today's video, or I should say tonight's video whenever you are watching this, of course. So here we are at Vet'ion. This is kind of a sped up kill for you guys, kind of just showing you guys how I do this boss. Of course, you know, we don't want to do it the easy way where we safe spot it the whole time, got to make everything difficult. So this is kind of how I do it. I mean, honestly, you just kind of watch Vet'ion's magic attacks, and you just avoid them by running a couple squares away, or sometimes even one square away. And once you kind of space out the dogs from Vet'ion, you just kind of take them down one by one. And then once those dogs are done on the first phase, you finish the kill. And then on the next phase, the same thing happens. You just got to kill the dogs and then finish the kill as well. Starting kill count for this video, we were 51. First kill was 52. So other than that, you know, pretty early start. This is one of those bosses that I really never gave the time of day to. It just was filled with PKers, and for those of you who have seen my PKing videos in the past, this is kind of where I used to PK at, so, you know, karma if I die during this video. Of course, I'm going to die by the boss. I mean, you guys know me. But as it goes for PKers, I was expecting to die quite a few times. That's why I went with about 10 sets of the same exact gear, this being Monk Robes, Mythical Cape, Dwarven Helmet, and Salve Amulets. First, of course, warming up, and with an inventory like this, you can't go wrong. I had about 3 Ceradome and Brews, 4 Super Restores, 1 Super Combat. I always got to have that Tree Seed Pod for instant one-click teleport below 30 Wilderness. And then alongside this, I was using Blighted Anglerfish and Blighted Karambwans. I'm not too sure the price of those fish these days, if it's comparable to the real fish that you can use outside of the wilderness, but I just had so much food left over from all the revenants that I killed that's kind of why I went with that food choice. Now, since we are in the wilderness, there was a chance that I could try some anti-PKing during this one, but as you guys know, anyone who's been a little bit familiar with Vet'ion before, you really don't run into a lot of solo PKers here. I think during this 10-hour grind, I only ran into 2 solo PKers, and I did try my best to kill them, as you will see later on in the video. But other than that, it was just teams of 2, teams of 3, teams of 4, 5, 6. You know, it just depends on what the boys are doing that night. But overall, I really wouldn't mind dying too much because anytime I got an expensive drop, I would bank unless I was a little lazy, and that did happen one time that I remember during this video, but it is what it is. Overall, though, we already talked about the gear. I did use, obviously, a Vigor's chain mace. The first hour with this mace was really nice. I think I got like 20 kills that hour, which is not too bad at all. I think that was my best hour by far. And it can be argued that you can get more kills an hour by safe spotting, but I truly believe that most PKers kind of align themselves with the safe spots more so than the people that are face tanking like myself, you know, a little bit deeper in the wilderness. Personally, I just feel like I ran into less PKers than I would if I was safe spotting. But I do encourage you guys to check out the safe spot for Vet'ion if this is something you want to pursue, because doing the face tank method, although I really did enjoy it, it certainly may not be for everyone. And I don't want to sit here and say it's the most efficient and effective way, because it certainly might not be. But either way, Vet'ion was definitely a new experience for me. Similar to the Zamorak video that I just posted 6 days ago, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm trying to find new things to do in the game to make videos on, you know, things that I didn't really do in the 1000 series. And this 10-hour series has kind of opened up a lot of doors for me, so I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for continuing to watch the series and support it. I've actually been at Temperos all day today trying to do 10 hours of that, so you guys should see that in a few days. And other than that, I'm also back on my Iron Man account. I just used 20,000 fire bolts on that account in the last couple days, so you guys will see a nice little loot video from that, and feeling really motivated. So just a huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for the consistent support. Definitely feeling good these days, and Vet'ion, what an experience, you know. I always find myself going back to the wilderness to do something, and Vet'ion was definitely something that I didn't ever expect to do, but I really did enjoy it. So yeah, don't count anything out. You'd be surprised the fun you can have when you try new things. But with all that being said, let's move on. So this is what I mean when I say that you have to bank when you get an expensive drop, because a PKer can just show out of nowhere. You know, I had to call him a noob, you know, make myself feel better real quick. But I did manage to get away and bank those 10 Sandfuse serums. That, alongside the 100 noted Renard drop, is no doubt about it the best 2 most valuable drops from Vet'ion that aren't on the rare drop table. Of course, you can get a Dragon Pickaxe, which is 1 in 170. It's currently at 7.5 mil. But, you know, at this current moment, getting attacked by a dog, Vet'ion, as well as these 2 people, which, you know, Dragon Knives at this combat level, I can't really judge because, you know, it killed me pretty quick. So that was the first death of the video. It happens. But hey, maybe that first death will bring me some type of luck. And ladies and gentlemen, we actually got the pet. Kill count 103. How long has it been since I've gotten a pet in this series? I don't even know. It's been years. Yeah, it's been decades. We got it, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely incredible. Sorry to surprise you there, wake you up a little bit. You know, I didn't expect to get a Vet'ion Jr. I have an astounding amount of kill count at all the wilderness bosses, minus Callisto, and I've never gotten a wilderness pet before, you know, so this was huge for me. You know, it's not a Dragon Pickaxe, right? It's not a Ring of the Gods. It's not a Dragon Two-Hander, but it is Vet'ion Jr., ladies and gentlemen. So he's going to be safe in the bank now. He won't be dying all video like me. So yeah. I mean, you know, shout out to the Iron Man as well. He's, you know, he's bolting over there. But yeah, I mean, I was just so happy, guys. I mean, this was a huge moment for me. I was not expecting it. And yeah, I don't know, smiling as I say this, that was a great moment. But yeah, you know, other than avoiding PKers, which, you know, I ran out of energy here, unfortunately, which you definitely don't want to run out of energy when you're at Vet'ion. That's why you always have to bring a stamina potion. And go figure, the one inventory that I forgot a stamina potion was this one. So we got Smite Team 6 on me here. And, yeah, I was trying my best to tank. But when I knew I was going down by real Mahatma and Samsung or whatever you know, I kind of put on the retribution and I ended it there. So second death of the video. But yeah, I'm feeling pumped up right now. I had like 7 cups of coffee today. So, but anyway, alongside the pet, you know, like I mentioned before, Dragon Pickaxe, 7.5 mil. I've done 10 hours of Scorpia, Callisto, Venenatis, and whatever else that there is in the wilderness, and I still haven't gotten a Dragon Pickaxe, so I'm kind of upset about that. 7.5 mil. Believe me, I need the GPs. So hopefully we'll get a Dragon Pickaxe in this video. That would be really nice. Either way, though, maybe I'll do 10 hours of KBD soon, see if I can't get some more Dragon Pickaxes to the bank. Actually, I take that back. I think I got a lot of pickaxes from Venenatis, but that was a long time ago, so, and it wasn't as expensive as it is now. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, I also brought a Bando's Godsword for the special attack, and I don't think this is 100% necessary, because a lot of the times I would hit zeros with it, but there would be other times I'd hit 70s with it. So, you know, 70 with a BGS spec, and then constant 68s and 69s with a Vigorous Chain Mace made these kills incredibly quick, some compared to others, so that was awesome. On average, I was getting about anywhere from 3 to 5 kills in inventory, sometimes 2 if I made a lot of mistakes. Or, of course, if PKer shows up, that would always slow things down a little bit. And there we have another 420k coming in from 10 Sanfuse. That was the most kills in one trip that I got. I believe that was 6 kills, so not too bad at all. Luckily, this team decided to come on my first kill of the next inventory. Would have been very unfortunate if that was at the end of the last inventory, but yeah, I had no chance on this one, especially when the guy's got an Inferno Cape and 3 partners, but it is what it is. A little bit of tears later and we were headed back, you know? So yeah, I was having a lot of fun with this one, honestly. The Wilderness is just truly my favorite piece of content in this game. So many things that you have access to, so many things that you can explore and, you know, have all sorts of adventures doing. I do know that they talked about updating the Wilderness bosses about 1 or 2 months ago. They mentioned that they're going to do a cave and, you know, Karasi Sword is coming out, all sorts of weird things coming out, but I look forward to that. I look forward to redoing every single boss when that happens, and that's kind of why I wanted to do all the Wilderness bosses before that update gets implemented into the game. So also, shout out to those guys. They were pretty friendly. That's always nice to see. But yeah, I mean, I really don't mind the Wilderness bosses. I think the update's going to be great. I look forward to whenever it's coming out. I thought it would happen by now, but there's just so many consistent updates lately that I guess I can't really complain. So whenever that happens, I'm looking forward to it. And the odds of me getting a Vedion kill and then picking up the drop and then all of a sudden a PKer logs in, pretty low odds on that. Usually that happens during a kill, but you know, I thought it was a solo PKer at first, and then, you know, Metalhead had to chime in and ruin everything, but that's okay. Anytime I would get attacked, I tried to ban those Godsword spec my opponents, but, you know, it didn't ever work out too well, so I would lose some drops here and there, but that's okay. It happens. It's the Wilderness after all. Of course, you do have the chance at the Ring of the Gods here, which is 16.8 mil. It's definitely been higher in the past, but that's still a lot of money, so I know we got the pet so far, but you know, where's my pickaxe? Where's my ring? Where's all my things? 1 in 512 though, 20 kills an hour. You know, odds are probably not going to get it, but the pet's much rarer, so you never know what can happen. And here is a prime example of a solo PKer that if I had anti-PKing gear, I would definitely try my best to kill him. I honestly think that Bando's Godsword spec could have killed him there, but yeah, I don't even think he had an amulet on. I don't know what was going on with that guy. Either way, I did actually manage to get an Elite Clue Scroll for, you know, this kill count, which was very surprising, and then I ran into another solo PKer after that, and kind of the same story. This guy was rocking the Xerian robes compared to the Blue Mystic, and, you know, I don't like green robe PKers, so I tried my best and we sent him home teleporting, not dying, so, you know, no anti-PKs during this one. And this is where I got stupid. I had an Elite Clue on me, I had 10 Sanfuse on me, and I just got a attempted PK, so I should have banked. I don't know, maybe this guy logged into his main or something, because, you know, still got the Xerian hat, pretty welfare gear, but I can't judge, because he took me down, ladies and gentlemen, and I lost like 600k, so that was upsetting, but that's okay. I secretly bought back the Sanfuse, so we don't have to talk about that. Either way, though, this was nighttime at this point. A lot more PKers at nighttime at Vedion. I tried to do most of this video during the daytime, but nighttime just, you know, it's inevitable sometimes, and yeah, I just seem to run into a lot more PKers during the evening times of EST time zone, so. But yeah, that was all the deaths in this video. Not too many, I would say. Probably, you know, not the best, but I didn't lose too much. You know, the only supply, and of course, you know, I was getting tele-blocked at the end there. Really good symbolism from the start to the end of Vedion, just the amount of PKers and all that. But now it is time to do the price check, ladies and gentlemen. At 10 hours of Vedion, no Dragon Pickaxe, no Ring of the Gods, but we got the pet. So that's worth it for me. I know that I could have made a lot more money had I just gotten one rare, you know, tradable rare, and that would have impacted the hourly rate dramatically. However, the normal drop table is amazing too. There's literally not a single bad bad drop on here, I think. The limp brutes are a little slacking, but other than that, everything's great. 165 kills of Vedion in 10 hours, and the amount of PKers, as well as just the time that it took to kill Vedion and the times that I died there, kind of lowered the kill rate from 20 kills an hour to about 16 and a half an hour on average. I feel like if there was no PKers, I could have done about 180 or so. But none of this was safe spotted. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed doing it. And just another reminder to check out that sponsor in the description below, War Planet Online. It really does help the channel if you guys check out that game and download it. I really would appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for everything, guys. Really does mean the world. I will see you next time. Should be much sooner than usual. Until then, Mr. No Sleep, out.